What's up, everybody? Welcome to What You Say Poet. This is our interactive live show that we have every Thursday at 8 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube at the Rose Garden event. I'm super excited for today because we have an amazing guest on the lineup. She's an amazing poet. She's a singer. She's a friend of mine. I love her. I know her. She's super dope. She's into fashion. She's just like a whole ball of amazingness. And I can't wait for you guys to meet her. So please give a warm welcome to my lovely friend here, Miss Meka J Woods. Woo!
Hey, J Rose. How you doing, boo?
You looking fly as hell. I love it.
Thank you. You say I'm fly. You don't even see the shoes. You see the shoes match the sunglasses. You know, they match the sunglasses, the chain. You know, I'm extra like that. I'm extra.
I like that. I like shoes a lot. So, you know, this is something where it's probably dangerous for both of us to go shopping for shoes.
It's going to get expensive real quick, but we're going to come out. Fuck, messing with me. I am the super duper budgetista. Like, yes! I'm cheap like a Jew, okay? Messing with me, you come in with $30, you're gonna leave with 12 pair of shoes and 7 outfits.
I like that.
It's no games.
I like that.
I think my whole outfit costs $27.
Yes, see?
Shoes to sunglasses.
I play that sounds good. That's a good price for me. So so Meka, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited. Those of you tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, feel free to comment, ask questions. Please interact with us. We can see your messages. We can respond to you. We can pin them up so that everyone else can see it too. So don't be scared. Don't be shy, because we're here to talk with y'all too. So Meka, you are a poet, you are a singer, and those are the things that I've kind of always known about you. But I didn't really know so much about like your fashion side. So
yes, tell
me about this, because you dress people and things like that. Like, I'm not good with the fashion, so like please break it down.
I love fashion. I'm a poet, so I got to say it the right way. I've had a passion for fashion since I was a child.
Okay.
You know, my mom, she was cheap like a Jew like me, and I had to make things work, and I wanted to stay up to date. I wanted to really follow the trends. I really wanted to go with what my peers were wearing, but my budget wasn't the same as theirs. And after a while, it was like, you know what? I like what you're wearing, but I'm going to find my own way to wear it. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do what I do and put it together my way and see how it works. And now I have my own sense of style, and people like it. And people be like, you know what? And then when I go in the stores and I can put something together just by looking at through, you know, like I'm like, you know what? That's gonna work for you if you just put these shoes.
Now, how do you figure that out? Like when you're dressing a client, so like how do you have to get to know them a little bit so that you can like figure it out, or can you?
I have to know your personality. Just let me know who you are as a person and what you want the world to see.
Were you able to like, what was your journey in like finding these places that like where you could save money, or like how did you master your budgeting? Because I'm not good at that. Like I'll go to the store for one thing and I'll come out like $200 in the hole. Like why?
Because I am cheap. I'm cheap. I found these places because I'm cheap, and I make sure that I don't spend over a certain amount. Girl, you know why I'm cheap? All right, I'll tell you why. So recently, I bought a dress. I went to a boutique. I won't even name the boutique because they have a lot of cute stuff, right? Went to a boutique, bought a dress. I thought I was cute. You see my boobs? It was a dress that could fit my boobs and held it up with no bra. Girl,
what?
No bra.
Oh so my God.
Like that. Like I was so excited that I didn't have to wear a bra with it. And then, girl, sit in the car and the dress bust open. And the dress was $70. That was the most I ever spent because I'm cheap like that.
Yeah.
And it bust open. And I'm just like, so what am I going to do now? I went to Rainbow and bought a $7 dress and it worked. I got compliments. I'm like, It's just
I've
sad.
definitely gotten some compliments in some rainbow
And rainbow
outfits.
outfits. Yeah, Rainbow got a customer for life in me after that. I really
Now,
tried. I tried. I tried.
are you one of those people like you don't mind sharing where you got your bargain at? Because I know some people they're like real like shady with like they don't like telling people like where they
No.
shop.
Nah, my best friend tells me all the time, stop telling people that you got stuff for $5. It's not cute. Because I definitely I say it all the time. Whenever somebody's like, "Oh, that's cute," I'm like, "Girl, it was $5."
That's me too. That's me too.
Look, the
I
thrift
think
store is texting me right now,
yes,
talking about
I'm
50% off
dead.
tomorrow.
I posted a picture not too long ago of like a bathing suit and somebody was like, "Oh, that's a cute bathing suit." And I was like, "Thanks, Target." And she was just like, "Oh, you the real MVP because people be real quiet about like they just say thank you and that's it." I'm like, "Nah, I want you to save money too."
Yo, I'm so like I'm always about saving money. I'm always about saving money. I really am.
Other than Rainbow, what's one of your favorite like bargain stores?
I go to Unique, the thrift store. I go, girl, I will buy something out of the 99-cent store if it fits and it looks like it's not cheap.
Yes. I've seen some like,
It
you
really
know,
depends.
yeah, I've seen some stuff at the dollar store. I'm like, damn, I could pull this off. Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
telling you, these sunglasses are from Walmart, and every time I wear them, everybody's like, "Those are cool," and I'm like, "Walmart." Telling you.
What's
My
like
necklace, I get a lot of compliments. It was paparazzi.
paparazzi? Yes, I
Yes,
love them. I love
fantastic.
them.
What is it? Fantastic designs. Queen Beta and Starberry. I wear a lot of paparazzi.
Yes, I love their stuff. I love their stuff. And I just love how they empower a lot of women too, because a lot of women I know that are involved in them, like they make a lot of money. They make a good living selling
They
costume jewelry. So
Girl,
it's dope.
girl. My cousins are the dynasty. It's Shanae, Shanita, Shalon, and their mom, Shalon. They're like this dynasty, and everybody's like, "Oh, girl!" I've watched them go to Dominican Republic. They went to a retreat at Bill Gates' mansion. They're everywhere with paparazzi. Once I settle my life down, because between
Oh, please.
poetry and everything else that I
Please.
do, working and every girl,
Girl, every time I talk to you and I see you, you always on the move. Like you're
you
never
see
just
this
like,
interviews in the
oh,
car, right?
I'm
Because I
home.
don't sit still.
No,
I don't.
no. I even
Sitting still is
when you
not an
jumped on,
option.
I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Where are you going right now? Even the last time I saw you at the open mic, you were on the Amtrak. I'm like, this
I
chick
was
never.
definitely on Amtrak last time I performed with you.
What do
I'm
you
never sitting still.
what do you do that requires you to travel so much? Is it your career or is it just like a
It is
multiple
my
things?
career. It is my career that makes me travel so much. I do business consulting. I do campaign management. I work. I perform a lot everywhere, anywhere that anybody asks me. I'm not prejudiced like that. They're like, "Oh, we want to see Meka J Woods." I'm like, "Really? I'm there. That's
Oh,
it.
that's
I'm
so
here."
dope.
I'm not. I'm not bullshit like that. If somebody wants to
Yeah.
work with me, I'm willing to work with them. I don't honestly care about what business you want to work with me at, because I love so many different businesses. I'm a Gemini. I'm a jack of all trades. I can do
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much.
What's one of the coolest places you've gone to perform at?
Ooh, to perform?
Yeah, because I don't think I've only performed once outside of New York.
Oh my gosh. Not all right. The coolest place that I performed at, I'm not even gonna lie, because I met so many dope people, was the International Cafe International in San Francisco.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I met so many dope people. That was the first time I ever saw a black girl play the mandolin, and she was in there
What?
getting it. She was like, "Bing, bing, 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 bing," and I was like, "Okay, all right, sis, you better." Okay, I met some of the most dope people in my life at Cafe International, and that was like a really cool place to perform, because so many people from around the world that land in San Francisco all come. to
Yeah.
cafe.
Oh, I
And
love
I'm
San
just,
Francisco. I love California.
yeah,
I love it.
girl.
So like with your poetry, was it and your singing, was it something that like both of them kind of evolved together, or were you like singing first or writing first? Like what, what was it? The chicken or the egg?
uh, so I started off as a singer, just because I could sing, and that was the first talent that my family saw that I had. So they pushed for it. I went to school, but I wasn't like, the typical R&B singer girl. I wasn't that girl. I could sing gospel only because my spirit felt it. But
Mm.
I was the girl who was like, I want to sing on Broadway. Wanna. I wasn't. I wasn't in the house. I think the only R&B song that I could like kill right now is Mary J. Blige. I'm going down.
Oh,
But
that's my joint too. I
oh,
love
that's my joy because I feel it. That's like,
Yes.
it's like gospel. You feel it in your
Yes.
heart. But I was in the house practicing like Rizzo's solo in Greece. There are worse things I could do, or I'm in love with a wonderful guy from South Pacific. I was practicing Valley High from South Pacific. Those were the songs that I was in the house rehearsing. Everybody else was looking at me like, I'm in the house like, raindrops on roses and whispers
And
on
everybody else
kisses.
wants you to do. Now, how does your family accept that? Because it's a lot of times when you grow up in a place where they kind of have one expectation, um, you know, then you know what I'm saying? Like, how did they accept that?
My family, they look at me, they're just like, as I always say, the term that I use comfortably is Meka J Woods is a character. And they just look at me. She's just a character. She's a different person. Like, you just gotta accept her as she is. Coming or going, they just like, when they would come to a school show and they'd see me do that. She sounds good. I've never heard the song in my life, but she sounds good because I grew up in the hood. My family, my family said like that. Like, they'll come to the show and be like, "Yeah, Mika, I've never heard the song in my life, but she sounds amazing."
Wow.
uh, I respected it though. I respect it, and I respect anybody who supports their family, no matter if you understand their dream or whatever. Just support them. Just be there. Like, you know what? I'm a clap for her. I don't know what that meant, but I literally used to sing in French and in Italian, and my family would come and be like,
That's
"That was."
dope. Now, how did the poetry come into play?
So the poetry came into play because I'm a very jolly person, and when you're
Yes,
jolly,
you are.
nobody likes to hear your other feelings. They're like, "You're not really upset. You're not
Yeah.
really sad," and I'm like, "No, son, I'm hurt."
I,
And
I feel.
I got feelings. So it just came into play as my way of expressing really who I am outside of my jolly persona. I
Yeah.
am a person that's deep, that has feelings, that hurts, that cries, that loves, that fucks, that does what I do. So
Yes. You but you also do like your poetry is very powerful. You talk about social issues, but then you have a whole nother side when you do like erotic poetry. How did you get into doing erotic poetry? Like how did that evolution? Did you just wake up one day and was like, I want to write about sex?
absolutely not. I absolutely did not wake up one day and thought about writing about sex. So, the first time I got challenged to writing about sex was the first show that I actually did with you when we were at a Hall of Fame in Queens. And this was about maybe a year or two. No, it was like 2 years ago. It was like 2 years ago. And I was just so excited because they had booked me, and this was like my second or third time being booked for a paid gig. And I'm like, woo! And then she called me, and it was verbal. She called me and she's like, "Yeah,
Yes.
so we doing this erotic show." And I was like, um, Like sex. Like I gotta like like I
Like
gotta talk
doing
about it
it,
in
like
public.
doing it.
Like I don't know if you see me. Like I'm a very covered up person. Like I try to be sexy, but I'm more like goofy. Like if you find me
Yeah,
sexy, that's good for you. But I'm like a goofy person.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like sex in public. I grew up a church girl. My mama already bought a ticket. Now you gonna tell me? Oh, hot cheese and butter. Like what am I supposed to do? So that was my first time really having to write about sex. And then from there, I'm just like, you know what? I already said it. My mama was there for the very first time I said an erotic poem in public. And after that, I'm like, shoot, if she could take it, well, world, here's my coochie poochie, this and that.
My coochie poochie poetry. Oh my God. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Now,
In fact, I can take my sunglasses off now because I'm
yes,
cute
let's
without the
see your
sunglasses.
face. Let's see your face. Now, how do you balance all of this, right? Because you have life, you have your family, you have work, you have your creative side. Like, how do you balance all these things, Miss Jack of all trades?
Cocaine. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm only
Love
messing
you
with you.
so much.
My mom was watching this. Mommy, I swear I do not sniff cocaine. I don't. I was
No,
just
mommy,
joking.
no.
It was just a joke.
It's a
Uh,
joke.
nah. I honestly, it's a tough balance. I really don't try to take on too much on my plate. I only take on what I can handle, and I try, because sometimes my plate gets a little full and I'm out here like a fat kid at a buffet. Uh,
What do
eyes
you do
bigger
in
than
those
my
times
stomach.
when you feel like, what do you do when you feel overwhelmed? Like, how do you step back and regroup?
It's hard. Sometimes as a creative, I can't even lie. I have to go into my little black hole.
Mm,
When everything gets too much, I have to go into my little black hole. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week, but I'll try to let people know, like, hey, I'm not trying to be around.
yeah.
My
You in
emotions are
your
off.
mood?
I'm in my feelings. How to what's her name?
Yeah.
Feelings. My feelings. Like it gets there from time to time.
What's like a goal of yours? Is there like a place in the world that you would love to perform at, like outside of New York?
So outside of New York, my like one place.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. You like have the answer to this. I love it.
So like I really want to go and perform somewhere in Africa.
Mm,
Just add like just because like I want to be there and be like, hey,
I'm a poet. I
I'm a
sing.
poet. And I don't even want to just perform. Like I want to collaborate with some people. Like, I want to hear your point of view on
Yeah.
what being black is to you. I want to feel that moment.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
That's a great goal. And I think it's very possible. I know a lot of people that do travel to Africa to do performances and tour out there. So it's definitely possible. Now for work, I know, aside from work, should I say, like, I know you've traveled, I'm sure, do you love to travel, like, personally, or are you like over it when it comes to that?
nah, I still like to travel. I'm a travel novice, and I'm like a big kid everywhere I go. Like I went to Boston and I'm riding around Boston like, oh my gosh, is this the lake that they pour their tea in for the Boston Tea Party? I'm like, is this Harvard University? I
You're
was
like the
I was a
ultimate tourist. That's me too, though.
whole tourist.
That's
And
me.
mind you, even when I live in a city, like I lived in San Francisco for a whole 6 months, but you couldn't act like I still acted like a tourist. I was walking up Lombard Street with my backpack after living there for 4 months, like, this is cool.
This is so
I'm
cool. This crooked ass
yeah,
street.
I'm a tourist even in New York sometimes. It's so sad. What? I went to the Empire State Building and got all the way to the top and was up there like,
I
I'm the king
know.
of New York. Like I felt like a child.
Yeah,
It's so
there's
sad.
definitely places in New York that I've never visited that I would love to. And I've been in New York my whole entire life.
You
Like,
ever been to the top of the Empire State Building?
no. I did, you
See?
know what? No. I did, like, in elementary school there was a school trip, but I don't remember too much of it. I'm terrified of heights. So like being on the top, like that's not something that I'm like excited about doing, like, to be honest. Like I want to do it to like just say I did it, like, yeah, I've been up there as an adult, but I'm not like running to
Yeah.
do it right now.
That's like me and that tunnel where there's all that graffiti. I'm scared of tunnels, so like that tunnel. I'm like, oh, that
What tunnel?
sounds cool. There's this like tunnel that's like all artistic, and everybody has all this graffiti everywhere, and I'm like, that sounds cool. Uh, but it's underground, so
Oh, that sounds
I'm
creepy.
a yeah, but it looks cool. They like turned like an old train station
Oh,
into
into like an art gallery.
yeah, but
Oh,
it's
I like,
all
that's kind of cool.
graffiti.
I don't know, I'd be skeeved out though. Like I don't.
I'm not an underground kind of person.
No, no, you're
I
always
just,
in the air or driving. So I'm sure.
I, I'm gonna sit still one day. I swear. I swear.
I don't
Maybe
really
I
see
found my
that.
husband. Maybe not. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows?
Maybe it's Maybelline. Michael says that you are a travel novice.
Yes, yes, Michael. I am a travel novice.
What's
I
one of
said
your
it.
favorite places to travel to that you've kind of gone to over and over again?
Oh, all right. So I'm a nerd, like a real nerd. So my favorite place to go to over and over and over again. There's two places because one, I'm a real New Yorker, and two, I'm a real nerd. Is the Harry Potter world in Disney. That's like I have a wand.
Oh,
I have a map at home of
wait.
Harry.
Don't make me get up, okay? Don't make me get up. I'm a nerd too, though, because I'm a big Harry Potter fan as well. I've never been to the Harry Potter world, though. That's the one in Universal Studios, right?
Girl, I done took the train, and when you're on the train, like the doors are closed, but like you can hear Harry Potter and all of them coming by, like, oh, is it this way? No, 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 we can't open this door. Somebody's in here. And I'm like,
Oh my
I felt
God.
like a
I was
child.
totally like
I was
fangirl
a
out over there.
Yeah. Mind you, last time I went, it was just me and my mom. My mom is in there like, I don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told you, my family's a little different. My family, like, they're like cool people. They're like
They're like, what's wrong with
people
her?
where,
She's weird.
they fly. And I'm in here like, Ma, you been to the new Harry Potter exhibit?
You see my wand? I
I bought
definitely.
my wand. My mom was like, you going to spend that much money on it? And I was like, but Ma, if I walk around right now, I could do a spell inside of Universal Studios.
You really over there like Incancunious.
Yeah, and I'm just like Wingardium Leviosa. Like I was a real. I was ready to buy the cape, and I'm like, nah, the cape is like another 80. The wand was already like 70. I'ma just, you know what?
just,
I'ma just
I'm
chill
just
with the
chill with the
wand.
wand. Yes.
I got the
I did
map. I'm telling you.
I did a photo shoot at the Cloisters. It's over up in the Bronx, and like it was like a Harry Potter kind of vibe. I have this dress that I bought from Hot Topic. There's the Marauders map on the dress. I had the wand, and then they told me I couldn't have my wand. I was like, "Come on!" They're like, "No, you gotta check it at the coat room." I was like, "Ah!" But
Girl,
I feel
at
you. I feel
Universal,
you.
wait, at Universal, how about this? When we get to Ollivanders, right? And all the little kids is lined up, and he's like, do we have any wizards here that want to stand up for an example? I definitely stepped over like three children, like, excuse me. I paid for my own ticket. It
I'm
was
done.
me. I paid for
I'm
myself. Your parents paid for you. I paid for
I
me.
pay for
I
me.
should be.
I go first. I worked for that money. You do.
I worked hard. Universal tickets are not cheap. It's like
They are.
$300 to get in there.
What?
Like,
I know. I know. What
and I
about
went to both parks.
your New York spot? You said that you're a true New Yorker.
Ooh, I'm a true New Yorker. So my favorite spot in New York is the Brooklyn Bridge. You can catch me
Ooh.
there any time of day. That's like my inspiration spot. That's like my little romantic spot. You know what I mean? My little boo. You know, that's my spot. I'm a Brooklyn girl. I'm a Queens
Really?
girl, but I live in Brooklyn, and the Brooklyn Bridge is my absolute favorite spot to go for years. So I can't even
I
lie.
actually walked the Brooklyn Bridge for the first time in my life last year. And
I hope you chose a good day.
it was beautiful. It was a gorgeous day. Like it was like probably one of the most beautiful days of 2019. Um, but this is the thing, like I'm terrified of heights, right? Like petrified. So I went with my friend and we were walking. We made it across the bridge. I went to the city. I had something to do out there. And then we walked the bridge back over. I'm halfway through on the way back, and I look down and I realize that we're walking on wooden, like strips of
Oh
wood.
yeah, girl, it's
And you
wood on
can
the Brooklyn
see
Bridge. What you thought it
through,
was?
you can see through down to the water, like you can see the water. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, why did I look down? And I'm like, we need to get off this bridge right now. I started walking like, like the speed walk. I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nah, it was beautiful though. It was beautiful, but like halfway of the like, how did I make it all the way across and halfway back?
And
And
then halfway back, you're doubling back, girl,
nah, nah.
girl.
But I
But it's
feel
a
you
beautiful
on
experience,
the beauty of it. It was definitely inspiring. I definitely wanted to do like a million photo shoots there. Like it was great.
right? It's like
Um,
it's you get the backdrop of Manhattan, and you see all the people who put the locks on there, like the little bridge in Paris.
yeah.
Somewhere else, I would love to perform a romantic poem on that bridge in Paris. That would be like.
Ooh.
Too bad. Most niggas that I date ain't shit. So
I
I said
listen.
most. I said most. I didn't say all.
How was your life during this pandemic with because you travel so much? Were things more difficult for you to like do your usual moving and grooving?
Definitely a lot more difficult, especially around New York City. Moving around New York City was hard because I'm used to hitting three, four stages a night. You know me, I don't sit still. So I'm usually hitting three, four stages a night and getting home 3, 4 in the morning. Now train stop at 1 and I'm like, oh, so that's it.
So
I
that's it.
just
So
I gotta find an Uber, and then everything is closed. And I was used to getting paid for work and stuff. Now I'm not getting paid. I'm out here like, oh, okay, let me find another hustle. That's how I am, because
yeah,
my family's hustlers.
yeah,
They're not people who sit still and go broke. We're
yeah.
like,
Which is great. That's a great drive to instill in people. You can't just this pandemic really like messed a lot of people up, and
it did,
but you
it
had to
did.
like be able to respond the right way and move the right way so that it doesn't affect you.
I'm telling you, you had to learn to adapt to each and every situation. And girl, and you if you don't come out of this pandemic learning a new craft,
Mm-hmm.
tool, coming out with a certification or something, you wasted your time.
Yeah.
Or at least with a savings of money, come out with something new that during this pandemic people could be like, oh, all
What was
right.
your so speaking of something new, creating something new during the pandemic, um, is it safe to say that the Hungry Poet is what came out of your pandemic situation?
That is what I'm saying. Okay, so
What
this
is
is
the
some
Hungry Poet? Tell me, tell me, tell me.
so the Hungry Poet, it's no lie. You see me. I'm a thick little black girl, and I I love to eat. I got pizza sitting here waiting for me. Soon as we wrap up, I'ma devour this pizza. Right before you put me on screen, I was over here like, let me just take a bite. Uh,
You like,
it's no lie that I am a plus size girl and I love to eat. That is why I'm plus size. I'm not plus size because of some mysterious reason. No, I love to eat good food. I love to cook, and I don't always cook the best meals because I ain't gonna lie. My mama made good macaroni and cheese. She made good fried chicken, collard greens,
oh, you make
cornbread.
me hungry.
So that's what I learned to make, and I want to learn to make other things. But during that time, I want also other people that I know to learn to make other things, specifically other poets who are hungry. So, big part of the Hungry Poet is we're going to be making meals on a budget. That because we're starving artists.
Yes, we
So we're
are.
going to be making it on a budget, but I'm going to bring in a few chefs that I know to just help us create something new. And they're going to teach us, like, all right, look, this is what you can make with $9 tonight out of your fridge.
Mm, I
Hey,
love
go to the
that.
grocery store,
Yeah, I love that concept, and I can't wait because I definitely want to be on there. I definitely love
Yes.
food.
You
I
came
love
on our virtual
cooking.
concert. I appreciate you to kick us off the
Oh,
virtual concert
yes.
just to let the world know the Hungry Poet. We're out here.
Yes, yes. Do you have an idea when you're gonna have like the like official launch and things like
Yes,
that?
the official launch will be in late September and it's going
Yes.
to be amazing. I want people to start cooking when their kitchens are cool again and it's not 97 degrees in the kitchen and you trying to braise a lamb chop. Nah.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely don't cook as much in the summer. Like even today, breakfast, I was like, "Pfft, I'm gonna go pick up a toast with some avocado from down the street because I don't even
I'm
feel
out here like I told you I'm a real New Yorker. I'm like, so can I get a bacon, egg, and
a bacon egg
cheese
and
on
cheese
a
roll.
told you, let me get a they know me. They know me in the store. As soon as I walk in, I'll be like, hey, what's up, Poppy B? They be like this. My girl, coffee, dark and sweet, like you, right? I'm like,
Aw.
I swear.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait for the Hungry Poet to launch. That's such a dope concept. And it's great that it's almost like all of the stuff that you love to do, all the things that make Meka J Woods is all in one. It looks like it's just all in one place. It's like the perfect concept for you. So I'm really excited.
That's
Congratulations. I
Thank
can't
you. That's
wait.
what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that everybody can understand, like Meka J Woods, the character, the entertainer, the person. I'm
A mood. You're a whole mood. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. You're a mood. I swear, I love you.
I
You're
try
just like this super
sometimes.
entrepreneur. Love JRose, Rose Garden events.
Yes,
My
y'all hear that,
humble
right? Y'all hear that.
thoughts.
Y'all hear
Wow.
that. Well, I really, really love and appreciate you for coming and tuning in with me. Before we say goodbye to everybody, I want to ask you, like, what is your last gem, your final thoughts, like just something for the audience to walk away with, just any type of knowledge you want to drop.
Wow. Let me see knowledge that I want to drop. Live, laugh, love. Live like you feel you're going to die tomorrow. Laugh like everything is funny and love like you've known hurt from the bottom of your heart.
Mm. Okay. Talk about a poet. See, y'all poets be having the final thoughts always sound so poetic, yo. I swear, y'all.
Because you hit me with that. You didn't even tell me I was going to say that. I just.
But you heard it, you heard it, guys. You gotta live, you gotta laugh, and you gotta love. And it's all true things, especially in these times. There's so much going on that, you know, we have to definitely adjust the way we live our lives. So thank you so much, Meka, for hanging out with me tonight. Can you please, please, please tell the audience where they could find you?
Well, you guys can find me anywhere. You can Google me, baby. Remember that Tiana Taylor song? Google me, baby. You can Google me at Meka J Woods. I'm on Facebook. Twitter, Diva Mika Says. But if you type in Meka J Woods, Diva Mika Says pops up because I'm the Diva Mika. You can look me up, The Hungry Poets, or Meka J Woods on YouTube. You can look me up. Instagram, Meka J Woods. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever. I'm Meka J Woods. I'm a
Whatever
character.
your thing is, whatever your thing is, she's on it. Okay. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure you connect. She's an amazing creative person. She's also over here ready to provide a space for creative people and
That's
hungry people. So I'm super excited about that.
You hungry?
That's the best like thing you want to hear when you walk into a house. You hungry? Yes, always. But thank you guys. Make sure that you guys tune in to us. We have the replay on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram at the Rose Garden Events. If you want to follow me as your host, I'm My Crumble Thoughts. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Those of you on Facebook and YouTube, thanks for watching. And I hope to see y'all next week. Oh no, we're taking a break next week because I'm going to be in Atlanta filming season 2 of the JRose Experience. Woo! That's a lot of work.
Hey.
But yes. But thank you guys. Don't forget, like I always say, keep growing. Peace.